What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Dive Bomb SquadCast. We have episode 86 coming out. We have Luke of Broken Wing Films back on here, good buddy. And he's been doing some wild stuff. He was on here in the spring, and now it is hunting season. We've been hunting for a while, and he's just been flat out getting after it in a new technique this year that I haven't seen in a long time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I just got home. I've been gone for like 2.5 weeks. So I got home. I was
stretch.
yeah, it was wild. I slept in a normal bed like 3 of those nights. That's it.
Damn.
I was just sleeping in my truck.
You a couple weeks ago, you were like, dude, I'm like living out of my truck in the middle of nowhere with no service, dude. No, it's like, yo.
Yeah, because you were trying to do the podcast when I was gone still. I'm like, I mean, you're like, I need someone for the pod. I'm like, I don't know if I'm the right guy right now.
Yeah, dude, you was in the middle of nowhere. That's why I told you, I was like, dude, you need that Starlink mod on your truck, dude.
Yeah, I was looking at those. They're cheaper than I thought, dude. A Starlink would be good for me. I'm gonna have to get one, especially for like ice fishing in the shack and stuff. It would come in clutch so much.
Dude, you're like the poster child of a person I could see using like that portable Starlink, dude. You're always just living out that truck, dude.
I know. It's like, it's been nice. I took the back seat out, so I did like a back seat delete in my truck now because
homie's able to ride with you.
No, only the passenger seat, and that's usually full of stuff, so nobody's riding with me.
Dang. So you just don't even gotta be the dude to bring everyone out for a hunt in the morning, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, let's go scout," and then I'm like, "Oh, I only got one seat."
That's wild, dude.
No, it's chill though. I'm usually hunting by myself, especially this season. I met up with John in Alberta for like 4 days and was hunting with him and a couple other buddies, and that was pretty much the only time I've hunted with anyone this year, to be honest. Just been by myself using the bow and
Dang, dude.
It's been crazy.
Nah, tell everyone why you couldn't hop on last night when we wanted to record last night.
Dude, I went and ran some errands. I just got home. I go to run some errands because I was about to leave to go deer hunting. And I'm like 1.5 miles from my house on my way back home. And there's a car stopped in front of me at the stoplight. And it's like 8 seconds goes by. You know, I gave this person plenty of time to go. So I'm like, I'm honking at this dude. So I lay on my horn, just like, quick honk. The dude behind me thought someone honked at him. And he said he was looking for his vape in his car. Not paying attention at all, and he heard my horn and drove straight into me and rear-ended me, dude. I'm like low-key, it was my fault because I honked the horn.
Dude, that is wild.
He's like, yeah, I heard someone honk at me, and I was looking for my vape, and I just hit the gas because I thought the light was green and like traffic was still stopped. I'm like, bro, I was the one that honked at the guy in front of me.
Dude,
like,
no way
come on,
punched
bro.
the gas when you honked, dude. Just that no look and just smashed into you.
Dude, who does that? And I'm like, bro, I couldn't even believe it. I didn't even know what happened. And then like, I was about to get out of the car and hit like my neck and my back.
Yeah. Just get that settlement real quick and get rich, dude.
But I didn't. But low-key, my neck is a little sore, so I might have to go get that checked out.
Dang, did he actually smash you pretty good?
Yeah, he caved the whole back bumper in, like hit my tailgate, the taillights busted, he bent my trailer hitch down. So I had to go and like, yeah. He was good about it. At least he like called his insurance and said he was at fault and told him everything. And then I just like have a claim through his insurance now and brought it into the body shop today to get everything checked out. And I'm like, dude, so at least I'm gonna have a new bumper and a trailer hitch that's not rusty now.
Yeah, true. Get a new bumper out of it. That's pretty chill.
Yeah, it sucks. I was supposed to leave the deer hunt today, and then it happened, so that sucked.
Dang, so you getting delayed from a dude looking for a vape?
Yeah. And I'm like, who admits that?
For real, like he just openly admitted it as the moment, just folded immediately, dude.
Yeah. Well, because I asked him, I'm like, how fast are you going? I'm like, how fast did you hit me, dude? Because it felt like I got smoked, you know? Yeah. And I was like, we're going like 20, 30. Like, how fast did you hit me, dude? And he's like, no. he's like, I was stopped. He's like, I was looking for my vape and then I heard a horn and I just like drove into you. I'm like, bro, what? And then
Dude, that
when I
had
went to his car to get the insurance card, his greasy little vape was sitting on the passenger seat.
dude, that had
Yeah.
me laughing so
I,
hard last night
I'm like, Judy's
when
probably
you were
not even gonna
telling me that.
believe this. He's gonna think I'm just flaking.
Yeah, that's why you had to send me that picture of it so you had
I
proof,
know.
dude.
I did. I'm like, I'm gonna send him a picture before he thinks I'm joking.
Dude, that's freaking wild. I was laughing so hard. That's hilarious. But at least
Yeah.
we're back on. But dude, that freaking bow hunting. What made you decide to do that this year
Well,
for ducks and geese? So
like,
Luke, the backstory. Luke's been just hammering ducks and geese with his bow, like on these little solo blinds that he's been building. It's been sweet. So we're gonna dive into that like right now.
yeah, so like I would say maybe a year and a half, or maybe the first year that I started my YouTube channel, I tried filming like a video. I wanted to like shoot a bird, a moving bird, flying bird out of the air with my bow. And I had this idea like right when I started my YouTube channel. And I went out, I tried to do it pigeon hunting. I like hit one pigeon with my bow, like old compound bow. And then I've just kind of done it on and off since I've had my
Yeah.
channel, which this is like the 5th year of my YouTube channel. I think that I've been hunting on YouTube. And like each year I'll take my bow out for a goose or duck hunt and like I'll just try, like I'll try
Yeah.
it. I'll post the video. Usually like I've never gotten anything out of the air until this year. And I've just kind of messed around with it, like 1, 2 videos a season, bow hunting them. And this year I was like, all right, like this is the year, like I'm gonna make a trip. I'm gonna pack just my bow, like just arrows, like headhunters,
Man,
like
just
bird
like
hunting tips.
forced to do it, dude.
Yeah, and I'm going on a trip just with my bow, like 8 hours away. Like I'm gonna drive, like to make myself only have my bow and just do this. So I just kind of,
Damn.
yeah, I just said I was gonna do it, and then it took me a few hunts. The first hunt, it was crazy. The first hunt, first shot on this trip, I hit one. Like I shot like 45 yards, dude, like crazy shot, huge lead, and I hit it, but it was just in like one of the wing feathers. And
Oh
like
yeah.
sometimes, so with these headhunter tips, it's just 2 single blades, like long blades. They're about 3 or 4 inches wide,
Yeah.
and there's 2 of those on there kind of just like in a cross like this. And a lot of the times when you hit these birds like in the wing feathers, if you don't hit the wing bone, those little thin blades, those little razor blades, they'll just
Yeah.
go like right in between their wing feathers, or like maybe cut a tiny bit of end of a feather off, but like it's not going to harm the bird at all or do anything. Like the bird's just going to fly away and it might look like you hit it. So that
Yeah.
happened on the first shot. I hit one like that and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got
You're like,
one. And
dude,
then
my
once I
first
like,
one.
yeah, and I'm like, why is it flying away just fine? And then I watched the footage, and now after doing it for like over a month this year, like, yeah, you get a lot of those shots that you think you're going to hit them good, but it just goes right through their feathers on their wing and you don't get them. So you got to hit
Dang,
them pretty perfect,
then they
like
just
either right in
fly
the
away.
head. Yeah, you got to hit them right in the head or neck or the body. If they're like, they have to be close enough, but you can like hit them in the body and they'll go down for ducks. And
Yeah.
otherwise, like a wing bone or the neck is like a good shot.
Dude.
But
Dang, so you thought you almost had it like first shot, first hunt?
yeah, yeah, first shot, first time. And it was like a crazy one. I posted the video on my Instagram. It was one of the first clips I posted of like the really
Yeah.
far one. And I'm just like, no way, the first shot. And I'm freaking out. And then
Dude.
it sank in after that hunt and the whole rest of that hunt that like, okay, this is not gonna be as easy. Like
Yeah.
I wish I
You're like,
didn't even hit
damn.
it because right away I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like I'm gonna get so many. And then
True.
yeah, like 100 more shots in, I'm like, dude, what am I doing?
That is
But
wild.
yeah, it's
So you,
exciting though.
how far do those arrows travel? Like what? So like you got the head on them, and they have what do they call it? Like the flu on the back or something, or like what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm using flu arrows, which I wish I had one here to show you, but it's a normal arrow shaft. It's just a normal arrow shaft, and then it has
Yeah.
big fletchings on them though. So the fletchings are like, I don't know, maybe a couple inches tall instead of like,
Yeah.
3/4 of an inch or whatever of a normal arrow. And there's like 6 of them on these arrows. So big, huge fletchings on the arrow, and then it creates a ton of drag through the air and it slows the arrow down a lot faster. So most of
True.
these shots are like It depends, obviously, at the angle you're aiming, but no matter where you're aiming in the air, I would say the majority of arrows I pick up around my blind are like 80 to 110 yards, something like that. They'll fly.
Dang, that's actually
So,
farther than I thought. What do
yeah, they
you
go
think?
pretty far.
Yo, what do you think like the effective kill range on it is?
So if I can when I set my decoy spread now, it's a lot different and it's so much harder because when I set my blind up and
Dang, you'd be
decoys
setting up
now,
for different for a bow.
yeah, because like I'm trying to pull them in so much closer. So it's like I know
That's
some
true.
birds are gonna pull off, or like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna get the ideal shots because I'm setting decoys so close to these blinds I'm building. And like, but yeah, trying to pull them into 12, 10 to 20 yards really, but it ends up being about 15 to 25 is what it ends up usually being. But those are great shots.
true.
Like anything
Dang.
inside of 25 is, it's definitely doable for sure, no
Like
question.
definitely killable. You're not
Yeah,
sniping one. I feel like that'd be impossible though. Like you're not sniping one at like 50.
yeah. So you can snipe them at 50. The thing is too, like once they get outside of that 30-yard range, like it all starts depending on what direction they're flying, I noticed, like how
Yeah,
fast they're flying. And if it's a duck or a goose, like ducks, you can get away with further and like,
yeah,
more far shots. And also if they're flying at the arrow or like anywhere kind of angled at your arrow where they're going to come kind of head on with the arrow, you can get away with a further shot because you have their velocity traveling into the arrow as well. But like
oh, that's
flying
true.
away, like, yeah, flying away, you had to hit him only in the head at that distance. And one of the last hunt, actually, before I just came home this last week, I made the craziest shot like I've made my whole lifetime. And I got it on like two camera angles. I can't wait to post it. It was insane. I headshot a
Dude.
Drake Mallard at like 45 to 50 yards, dude, like an insane lead. And he's flying angled away. And I let it rip and arrow just sank right in, hit in the head. And it was just like, it spun around and just flew to the ground. And I'm like, what?
Dude. You're like, how did I
So,
just do that? That's wild.
yeah. Yeah, it was
Well,
crazy, man. But I'm definitely getting the hang of it more now. Like any shots, if I get
yeah,
a
it
duck
seems
coming
like it.
into anything coming into the decoys at like 15 to 20 yards is like, I know I'm going to be really close or I'm going to hit it. Like I'm pretty confident. It's
Dang.
all about just getting them in that close. Cause like
Dude,
you see
because
the
I
blinds
remember
I'm using.
I remember you posted like that first one of the year, and I was like, "Oh damn!" I was like, "That's sick. He's going in." And now you just be like posting them like all the time, dude. Just hella kill shots. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
he's being good as hell at this.
Yeah, I've been trying, dude. It's been getting better and better. The last hunt before I came home, I was gonna come home 3 days early. It was really tough with the weather. We're not getting anything like super cold up here up north. Like I
Yeah,
don't know how it is by you, but it's kind of just like it's good fall weather, but it's not really pushing any birds super hard. So a lot of the
yeah,
ducks I was hunting the last week have been stale and nothing new moving into the area. And I was
yeah.
just like, I need to find one more hunt. So it took me
Dang,
like 3 more days and I got on one good duck feed and I ended up shooting six the last day I hunted, six out of the air with my bow. So I was
dude,
super
that's sick.
excited. Yeah, it
That's
was
freaking
fun.
sick. So after that first hunt you were talking about in the beginning, how long did it take you to actually like kill one?
So that was an evening hunt. I was driving up. I just got a random like scouting permission before dark. I
Yeah,
didn't really pick any exact area I was gonna go, so I was just like, it was before dark. I'm like, well, on my way north, like I'll check this water. Got on that field, hunted that whole evening. I would say probably took 15 to 20 shots, something like that night. And then next day scouted, I think, went on another hunt, probably did the same thing, 15 to 17 shots. And then I think it was my third hunt. I documented it all on my YouTube. But let's just
yeah,
say it was the
true,
third hunt, I
true.
think.
Yeah,
Third good hunt with like 15 to 20 shots each. And I finally got the first one. And that ended up just being like the most insane morning ever. It was the first duck I shot,
dude.
and then I shot three of them out of the air that morning, and then I shot two lesser geese out of the air. So I shot five birds out of the air, and that was
Dude,
the
so
hunt that I got my first one.
it just opened the floodgates after you killed that first one, dude.
Yeah. It did that, and that was, I mean, that spot was crazy. That was set up right on a short weed fence line, but it was short enough, like all the grass and stuff and bushes were short enough that the birds had no problem like working over it. Like there wasn't any huge trees. So
Yeah.
I set up right on the edge of there where they were feeding the night before, and everything was just decoying like 7 to 10 yards. Like it was so
Damn.
close. Yeah, it was
Hella
crazy
close.
shots. It was
That's what I'd
insane.
want if I was to do it. I'd want one at like 5 yards right in front of me, dude. I'm not actually. That leads me to a question: how long do you think it would take a beginner that has never shot a bow to kill like one out of the air? Like realistically, like
I don't
me,
know.
I've never shot a compound bow in my life or a bow, dude. How long do you think it would take me to kill one?
Honestly, it's gonna be one of those things where you get lucky and you're just like, you smoke one and everyone's just like, what? Like you'd confuse everyone. But it could happen because I've seen, so I'm instinctive shooting. I'm just shooting fingers, no sights, no nothing, like just traditional,
Yeah, yeah.
I got my fingers and that's it. Like I'm just aiming where I think.
Dang.
And it's crazy how your body like naturally kind of like knows like
Yeah,
where
that's
where to
wild.
aim, especially once you shoot. At least for me, I don't know, maybe people are different. But yeah, instinctive shooting, it's either one of those things that you're like pick up fast
Dang.
or it
Yeah,
takes you a while. Cause like for bow fishing, like you don't use sights bow fishing. And I've taken a
that's
lot of
true.
new people bow fishing and like that have never shot a bow and they'll pick it up and think they're gonna suck and they're just smoking fish. It's just
Just
like,
be torching them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
some
true.
people
That's
that have never
true.
shot a bow, like they just pick it up fast and others it could take a long time, but it's
Dude, but
definitely challenging.
shooting a flying duck out of the air is crazy though, dude. I feel
Yeah.
like it'd take me probably 3 or 4 hunts, I'd bet.
Yeah. And it depends like how
Unless
many
I
close
had like a nasty
opportunities you
little
have.
one floating straight down. But like those passing crossing ish shots, where they kind of like be
Hard.
bailing, looks so hard, dude.
Yeah. They're they're hard. And like anyone that tries this, first obviously like anyone watching this that thinks about trying it, because it is fun and challenging.
Yeah.
But like if you're gonna sometimes you gotta dedicate yourself to do this because it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it will
It's not like
frustrate
you
you.
just show up and just start be hammering them with a bow.
Yeah. Like, it's hard enough to pull, I mean, like, layouts is one thing, but if you're building these
Yeah.
taller blinds and stuff, it's hard enough to pull birds into super good range and get those good shots right in front of you.
Yeah.
And then, like, another thing is obviously hitting them. But
Yeah,
I would say the most
exactly.
frustrating part is getting the perfect setup and feed and spot to get these birds
That's
in
true.
that close. That's the hardest part, to be honest.
Yeah, 'cause it's a whole different ball game. If you got a shotgun, you're just shooting them whatever. If they're like
Yeah.
hanging on you at like 40, you're still gonna shoot them. But I feel like you just need like the perfect situation to be able to bow hunt these things, dude.
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely
That's
do. So I was
wild.
using like the Dive Bomb Industries Hyvert like A-frame style blind.
Yeah.
And those are awesome, but a little big for one guy to have in the middle of the
Yeah,
field and
because you're
stuff where
just
I was
solo.
hunting.
Yeah, you're just solo hunting.
Yeah, and then like also the A-frame style blinds like the Hyvert. The opening is awesome for gun hunting, like you can't beat it. But
Yeah.
for a bow, you have your bow you're holding and then you're drawn back, you have your elbow. So like elbow to end of arrow, I mean, you got a few feet at
Dang,
least. So
yeah, that's
trying to come
wild.
out of the Hyvert is like it kind of sucks to get up and over. So yeah, I started building my own blinds out of brush and grass for this, so
Yeah.
I could kind of like shoot out the front of it without going up and over anything. And it's just been a
Yeah.
crazy journey, honestly. I've started hunting out of the layout. My six bird hunt was just out of a layout blind, so I was in the Dive Bomb Low Pro layout and
Dang.
had my bow in there. And you kind of have to keep the bow out of the doors, so my bow's sticking out, and then I fling the doors open with my elbows, draw back as
Oh,
fast as I can, and shoot. And it's
true.
tough, but I had two
Dude, so
successful hunts out of the layout.
you didn't have it laying down on the side, you had it sticking up through the doors so you could just
The
be like
bow,
fast with it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, because I can't. It's too like a compound bow, any bow, even recurves are even longer, but you
True.
can't fit your bow inside of the layout. Like it's too long, it's too
Yeah,
big.
true.
So you have to have it either sticking out, and then I figured out if you have it laying on your lap or something, that's more comfortable. Like you can lay your bow sideways on your lap, but then you have to be in a like a layout chair, like the kickback or something
Oh,
with a
true.
ghillie
Yeah.
blanket. Because if you lay your bow on the outside of the doors, you can't fling the doors open then, like to
Yeah,
shoot.
true.
It's just
Dang, I was
tough, dude.
wondering. I was wondering if you were gonna try it in a layout because all I'd seen was out of your little homemade blinds so far.
Yeah, yeah, I have. I just got back from this trip. I'm trying to edit everything. I probably won't have all my videos posted for like a week or two. I don't know when you're posting this, but I think like you'll
Yeah,
like my last hunt. The last hunt was crazy. It's the craziest hunt I've done when I got the six out of the air, and then that was all out of the layout blind.
dude, that's freaking sick. Have you shot a full limit yet?
No, well, so like
Close.
in the states where I'm from, it's a six bird duck limit.
Yeah.
Like in the Dakotas. So like that would be a limit at home. So technically, but when
Dang,
where I just was, it's an eight bird limit. So I shot six.
dude.
So I shot
Yeah, but
six. Yeah, and I was
that doesn't
trying the
count
limit.
though. That doesn't count.
I know. It doesn't count. So yeah, it doesn't count there. And like I was gonna go back out in the evening and hunt.
Yeah.
And I probably could have got my last two, to be honest. There's a lot of ducks around there. And it's crazy. It's super cool hunting with the bow because you get on like a huge duck feed. This one was probably like 3,000 ducks or something on this roost.
Yeah.
There was a lot. And they would keep getting off the water. You know, they'd come look at me. I'd fling an arrow and like half the wad would be spinning still. And I would shoot
Yeah.
at whatever was close, a single, double, anything. And then they would just be like, oh, what the heck was that arrow that flew through? And they'd circle back to water. And then they would just keep coming off the water, which the roost was in this 1 mile field section. And they would just keep coming up and circling, dude. And they did it for like 3 hours. Like, cause I'm shooting a bow.
Damn.
So
Yeah, because
nothing got scared.
you weren't blowing them out of there, so they were just doing their
Yep.
thing still.
Yep. And it was
Dude, that's
crazy. I'm like,
crazy.
I started looking at one point. I'm like, how is there this many ducks left? Like, where are they going to feed? Like
Yeah.
after I shoot at them behind me. And then I realized they were just circling the field,
Just
going back to water, and then they would go again. They were just making hot laps, bro. It was like the Daytona
Dude.
500.
That's
It's like the Daytona 500 duck feed on me.
dude, the Mallard 500's crazy, dude.
But they definitely got weary of like something's not really right. So every time these flocks and wads would get up, like every group wasn't doing it good.
Yeah.
And also,
true.
like I said, the birds I was hunting at that point, super pressured. There's a
Were
ton
you
of outfitters
stale?
up there, guides. Yeah, I was fighting for permission everywhere. And these
Yeah.
birds have been hunted for like every day for like a week. And he had more hunters coming into this field when I left. Like these birds had just been, all the mallards were really stale. The
Dang.
widgeon and pintails were doing it decent. But the
Yeah.
mallards, tough.
Can always count on those. Mallards get stale pretty
Yeah.
quick, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
I
crazy to
feel
see
like
that.
I don't know, when we were up in Canada freelancing a while ago too, and there wasn't a lot of ducks around yet up there
Mhm.
either, and that was early October, I think. Forget the time
Yeah, I
frame.
remember
There should have
I
been ducks there, but
messaged
they
you.
weren't there yet.
Yeah, I messaged you when I was up there at some point. I messaged you and I'm like, yo, like, what'd you guys get over there? Because you were probably at that time you were like 6 hours west of me
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
And you
that's
were
right.
like a lot of dark geese, whatever, and where I was just a ton of snows. And man, I
Yeah.
drove, I don't know. I started out, I drove another 4 hours northwest, scouted a whole nother area of water for 2 days. And then I ended up going another 3 hours west where John was. And then we ended up going another 4 hours west of that into another province. And like, I went everywhere. And everyone we talked to, everyone was just, it's been tough for ducks, man. A ton of snow
Yeah.
geese, ton of darks. And like
Yeah.
the duck pods have been just scattered here and there. But when you get on a good one, especially with the bow, you can hunt it for a few days with that many
Yeah,
birds.
you don't just blow it out immediately. Yeah, because when
Well,
we were freelancing, it was just a ton of specks, dude. We couldn't get away from the specks, and snows mixed in, and then ducks, like a duck feed was rare. We found one duck feed and just hunted that one, and that was it.
yeah. Yeah, that's what's tough, honestly. Like, and I mean,
I'm
when I was
sure
up
there.
earlier in the season,
Oh,
there was way
yeah,
more than October. But and
yeah.
everyone kept saying they were north, dude. But I went up. I was hunting the one day like 50 minutes from the tree line. Like I was up
Yo,
north.
you were way up there.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Well, I was so mad at him. I'm like, why can I only find snow geese? I'm trying to find
Dude,
ducks.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
I think I was, yeah, I was like 37 miles, like from the trees. Like anything north of that was maybe a field here and there scattered, but I was up there and it was, I don't know. Everyone kept saying like, yeah, my buddies, there's birds up north still. There's birds up north. I didn't find any more ducks.
Dude, anything to not hunt a snow goose, dog.
Dude.
How far out of your way would you travel if you knew there was ducks to not shoot a snow goose feed, dude?
Well, I didn't even know there were ducks, and I spent like 4 days looking for them scouting. Driving past like 10 snow feeds with over 5K in them every day. At
Just
least.
mobbing past a ton of snow feeds, dude.
I wouldn't even ask. Like, well, I knew I was gonna go. It's so anyone that has snow goose hunted or even like just beats them up always, they know how it is. It's like you chase feeds of snow geese and you'll be like, oh my gosh, there's so many in there. Like, I'm gonna do so good. And then you set thousands of decoys, all your
Yep.
stuff, and then you watch the snow geese go start a spin across the road where they weren't feeding the night before, and then every goose goes to them because they can
Dude,
see
I
that
know,
from miles away.
I'm not shitting on snow geese, but every dude who's hunted like we do and has hunted snows a handful of times, they just know how it is, dude.
Yeah.
Because we had the exact same thing. We had a monster snow goose feed like mixed with our ducks when we were freelancing, and only the ducks came, and the snow geese went straight over us, didn't even get a look, dude. Straight across the road and just started racking and pulled every single goose to the other side of the road.
Seriously.
Dude. Not even a chance. And there was a shitload of them, dude.
Yeah, no, I like by no means am I smack talking snow geese or snow goose hunters, because like
hilarious.
we all like hunting them, and I'm gonna do it every single year. Like, I want to hunt them, and it's awesome when they work.
It's insane.
But everyone knows that you get burnt by them sometimes. And like,
dude.
It was funny, dude. I was hunting in the Dakotas with John before this, and my farmer up north texted me a picture, and there was like 5,000 birds, it's loaded with snows and ducks and darks right out of his home quarter. And he's like, yeah, come set up in my tree line in the morning, whatever, if you come up here. I'm like, all right. So I drove like 6 hours up to him, and this was just a few weeks ago. And I set everything up, feathers everywhere, poop, like right where he sent me a picture of them all in that evening. In the morning, I saw like 3 flocks of snow geese, and they all went across the highway. Like, snow geese feed fields out so fast, and like, if you don't know, especially how long they've been in that field, like sometimes they'll feed in one for 1 day, sometimes it'll be 4 days, sometimes it'll be 2, but you're gambling when you go set a spread chasing feeds if they are ready to jump to the next one or if they're going to come back to that one.
And
that's the problem.
The most disheartening thing ever is when you have a huge snow goose feed and the first wad of the day is at like 60 or 80 and just goes straight past you. And you're like, oh hell no. You're like, not one of these days, dude. It's the worst. I hate it.
Dude, it's so true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody who's hunted a snow goose ever just knows how they act sometimes. Like, you'll get five or six bad hunts in a row, before you get a good one. Like, it's just ridiculous, dude.
Dude, and then it's like, now try to do it with a bow.
Yeah, and then add the bow to it. That's even crazier, dude.
That's how I was feeling.
But yeah, I thought it was hilarious when I was talking to you on the phone that one day. You're like, yeah, I got a couple snow geese I gotta chase. And I was just like, I was laughing so hard, dude. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. So that day I talked to you, that was when I hunted this. There was a cut barley field, snow geese in it for 2 days as I'm trying to hunt ducks, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hunt ducks. I knew they were in here, the biggest feed around in the area. I'm like watching them. I'm like, I don't want to. And I had permission on the field. And there was this little cattle pond where his cows would drink out of because he moved all the cattle there. And the snow geese would hop out of the field right into the pond, get butted right up to it. I'm like, okay, perfect setup. I'm going to try to get them on the water. I got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went there that morning. That's when I talked to you. I had 2 juvies fly in, land in the decoys, and then every other goose fed a mile away in the next field. Like that. That's just a perfect example.
That's just how it goes sometimes. That's why I had to ask you that, because I remember that. I remember you told me that. And I was just laughing my ass off, dude.
Yeah. I was just trying to scratch out like the rest of that video. 'Cause that
Yeah,
first morning I went
finish
up there,
off
I
a
shot.
vid.
Yeah, I got that snow goose out of the air. I only had like 7 shots that morning, and luckily I got 1 snow goose out of the air that morning. And I wanted some
Yeah,
more time to it just because there wasn't many birds that came back. And yeah, I tried to hunt that cattle pond. I didn't get too much more content.
damn.
It's
So what
like
kind of
birds
bow?
flying over.
What kind of bow are you actually using?
So I finger shoot old Matthews Drenalin, like one of the old solo cam Matthews.
Yeah,
It's a Matthews Drenalin long draw, the LD it's called. They only made it a few years, and it's a tall axle to axle bow. So you want like a tall axle to axle height, which they don't
yeah,
make too much more in a compound, but you want that for finger shooting. The taller your strings are anchored or your axle height is on your bow, the easier it is to finger shoot because you don't want
gotcha.
it's called finger like pinch, like string pinch on your fingers. If it's a short axle at axle, your string is more angled down like this. So for shooting
Yeah,
fingers, you don't want that. Or release, it's fine. And that's why all the newer compounds are shorter axle to axle. But yeah, that old Matthews is decent. And my brother has shot one of those with fingers for years before. So I found one on
dang.
eBay and I started shooting that a couple years ago. And I like it. It's a good compound to finger shoot. I want to
Yeah,
try one of those Oneidas like Tim shoots, like Tim and Sydney shoot, or I don't know if
yeah.
Sydney shoots an Oneida, but Tim does.
What's the
Those are
difference?
so the
Just
Oneidas
newer?
are yeah, well they're called a levered bow. So it has like 2 little cams or like wheels on it almost, and then it
Yeah.
has like it's like the mix of a compound and a recurve, honestly. Like it
Damn.
has like composite or like what they're made out of, but it has recurve limbs on it almost on the top, and it also has like a compound like wheel or cam system on it. So it's kind of like
True.
dual. But and then they're shorter too, because like a recurve for finger shooting's awesome. Like I mean, recurves are just easy to use. Like
Yeah.
snap back, there's no, like it's fast shooting. But the only problem with the recurve that I have is they're so tall. Like recurve bows are so
Oh
long
yeah, true.
that
They're
hunting out of a
long,
blind
dude.
sucks. Yeah. And like a lot of my shots, I'm like sitting down or like kneeling, like,
You just got
you
a
know,
bow that's taller than you, dude. Just
yeah. I've tried it. I tried it and like your limb hits everything. It's always hitting the ground or like you have to stand up with it.
Damn. Damn, that's wild.
But
So my pawn shop bow that I got in college for $30 probably wouldn't work, dude.
I mean,
It's an old
it, pr-
PSE, dude.
if you use a release, it would work. You don't
Maybe.
have to shoot fingers, but
Yeah, true. I shot 2 possums with it and then just hung it up. I got it for $30 from a pawn shop, dude.
2 possums, you're like, yeah, I got my money's
I
worth.
was like, yo, there's my kills worth, and I just hung it up, dude. So what do you think? What do you think your besides the one you said that's the craziest one you've ever done that hasn't been released to the internet yet? What do you think your favorite kill so far is? That's like that you've filmed
Just
that's on the internet.
like hunt or just kill.
Just like your
I,
favorite like one kill with your bow. Like
I well,
for
I don't know.
waterfowl.
Definitely the first video. Definitely that first video I made, like that one was
Yeah.
epic. It was like 50 minutes and it was 3 or 4 days of hunting. And it was literally me just like, I got in my truck with just a bow and arrow and I documented everything. And I drove and I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot something out of the air with my bow. And then I like showed the struggle of the first few hunts, like
True.
building up, like how, like, I was getting down, like, damn, dude, like this is taking so long. This is tough. And then I just have an epic day shooting 5 birds, like they're doing it perfect.
Dang.
So that by far was the coolest thing I've ever done or filmed. Like that was sick. Like nothing's ever been that crazy of like adrenaline or
Yeah,
like
that's
you get your
badass,
ass
dude.
kicked for 3-4 days with scouting and hunting. And then like that day you just go crazy and you're just sniping them out of the air.
Yeah, you just go demon
So
mode on them, dude.
yeah, that by far was the craziest one. My first bow hunting vid
Do you
of this
like
year.
do you like shooting geese or ducks better?
Ducks for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like the ducks are harder to kill.
no, well they are, but that's what makes it sick.
Well,
And also like
yeah,
ducks
true.
work better too usually, like for close range because they just like they fly so fast you can kind of bring them into your spinner unless the ducks are really pressured. But
Yeah,
like
true.
if you can attract them, I just like the ducks because some of them, the ones that are actually gonna commit and come in close, you can center them up on your spinner better than geese. The geese kind of land wherever they want. Like you can get them in the kill hole all day, especially at shotgun range. But
Yeah,
for the bow, getting the geese to get to 15 yards right in front of your blind is like it's a challenge.
dude. Like
It's hard.
that one lesser wad you posted, it looked like they were at like 10 yards, dude, like right in front of you, and you just
Those
smashed
were
one.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
those like that's perfect. And those were just flying over like a air shot. Like, but
yeah,
they were
that was
low enough to where it was
wild.
perfect.
Yeah, they were super low. It wasn't like a high shot at all, dude. I was like, damn, those things are like in his grill. And then you
Yeah,
just
though.
smashed one, and I was like, yo, that was wild.
Yeah, that clip was crazy. When I did that, I was like, I just had to take a minute and watch the clip back and be like, that was epic. That I couldn't believe that. That was insane.
That's so sick though. It's been badass to just like watch just straight up bow hunting, dude. Like you're getting crazy good at it. But so to the listeners, me and Luke have been we don't have any dates yet. We're gonna see if he can shoot a scoter with a bow, dude. You think you could smash a scoter with one? I think you could.
I've never hunted them, but like, will they come 15 to 20 from your boat? You think
Oh
like?
yeah, yeah. They come within range. The tough part of them about them is they go side to side, just like screaming, dude, like
Sure.
so fast. So like, if you're shooting at them with a shotgun, sometimes you shoot like 15 feet behind them because they're going so fast. That would be
Dang,
the
dude.
tough thing. Like you'd have to be on your shit for a scoter, dude.
Do they just come out of nowhere? Or can you kind of see them coming
Oh, you can see
sometimes?
him coming. You can see him coming from a
Okay.
while out. So you'd be like, oh, right side, oh, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. You can see him from like forever out. But they're like 2 feet off the water, not even, and just
Yeah.
going Mach 1 billion past your long line, dude.
Yeah. See, that's tough, but at least you can see them coming. Like if I'm drawing back and see them coming, it's gonna be a fast shot, but like
Yeah.
I'll have to get my lead down on a few
Dude, we
shots. But
gotta do that. We gotta go out on my boat on Wet Roy and film a scoter bow vid, dude.
I want to do it, man. When like
Dude,
I
that'd
don't
be
I'm gonna go deer hunt
crazy.
for like a week and
Yeah.
then maybe try to duck hunt some divers here, whatever, but I'm ready whenever after that.
Yeah, dude, because it's just been on my mind after we just got back from Alaska. We're scoter hunting all week, and like the whole time I was like, damn, dude, that'd be crazy if we were out here just shooting these things with bows. That'd be wild.
Yeah, we need to set that up. I'll get on a last minute flight with a bunch of arrows in my bow.
Dude. But you said they
I don't know if
float,
it'll
right? Didn't you
happen,
say
but
didn't you say the arrows float?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so we'd be
float.
good on recovering them.
I've been getting yeah, I would just suck like because you anchor obviously the boat, like
Yeah.
it would suck like well,
You
I
just
don't know
gotta
how
keep an
much.
eye on. If the tide wasn't ripping too bad, they'd kind of just stay there. But
Yeah, that's what I was
if
gonna
the
say.
tide's ripping out, they'll just go out to the sea, dude. They'll just be gone.
That's the thing. If it's windy or the tide's ripping, we'd have to almost pick up after
Dude, I
every
think you
shot.
could do it. I think they come pretty close. I think you could do it. I think it'd take a while because they fly so damn fast. But dude, that'd be such a legendary vid shooting a freaking sea duck with a
Well,
bow, dude.
I've just been trying to make a water hunting video and I've been like I've attempted 3 hunts now, water hunting, and I've just been
Yeah.
getting my butt kicked so hard, dude. It's like,
Really?
yeah, yeah, dude. It's so hard. I don't know. The mallards and stuff where I was were so pressured that I would be in the
Yeah.
cattails in like my panel blind, whatever, and they would still see like the shadow of the paddle blind and stuff, and they would not come in close. It was
Dude.
yeah, I could not get anything to come close. And then like the problem is in the water, you want the ideal shot or my arrows are flying into the cattails or super far. And then every arrow I gotta walk through the marsh to get my
Dang.
arrows like
Oh, that's
100
true.
yards. It
That's gnarly.
sucks, dude. It
That's
sucks.
freaking gnarly.
So no
Um,
successful water hunt yet. Hopefully the scoters would be the first.
Dude, we gotta make it happen. I just keep thinking about it. It'd be so wild. I don't even think anybody's ever done that before. It might be a first, dude.
I've never seen anyone shoot a duck flying a diver duck. flying.
Dude, that's just like I shot a Harley with my meta glasses on. I was like, yo, I'm just the first dude on earth to shoot a Harley with meta glasses on.
I was
Dude.
laughing. Those are perfect for you, dude, because you post like that. You post a lot of Snapchat. Well, not a lot,
Yeah,
but like
like
you
all that
post
like
vlogs and
POV,
stuff.
like that like POV on the fly kind of stuff, dude. That's why it's perfect.
Yeah.
Those are
And you
sweet
post like
because I can film. They film in like 4:5, so you can just zoom in on a vertical, like just crop it just a little bit. But it's nice not having to like take out your phone and film stuff. You just hit the little button on them and they just start filming. It's freaking sick, dude.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
so nice. And
perfect
the
for what I
quality looks
do.
decent.
It's all right. It's good enough for like an Instagram story. I wouldn't, and I'm like mixing in B-roll on a YouTube video if you wanted
Right.
to, but it's just for like on the fly stuff when you don't want to like put a GoPro on or take your phone out, dude.
Yeah.
I was
Well, they're
pretty
so
impressed.
convenient.
Yeah, but they're not waterproof. That's a shitty thing. Those things
Are they water resistant?
just water resistant. But dude, if I take them out on a nasty wet hunt, it'll just KO them. So I got to be kind of selective.
So pretty much any hunt where you live.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm never gonna use them.
Yeah. Only on trips. Bro, so I saw a clip from Ash or someone, and I don't know if it was those glasses on or not, but did you get the meta glasses with those same lenses as you rocking those?
Okay, so these are my Oakleys. These are my OGs that I wear like always. So the
Yeah.
meta glasses, they don't come with red lenses. So I got one with the black lenses and I put them on and I was like, oh hell. I was like, dude, this does not look right at all, dude. So
Dude,
I ordered custom made red lenses to put in the meta glasses.
stop, bro. Wait. Wait, do you have them already? Is that what you were wearing?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, I already got them.
that's savage. I knew it, dude. I saw someone's story and you had them on. I'm like, no way, those are the meta glasses. And he had to rock those like blaze orange lenses. Like,
Dude, I had to. I was like, this just does the black lenses did not look right, dude. Like I was just like feeling hella self-conscious. Like this is weird. This ain't my style, dude. So I
no,
hopped
yeah, it looked
online
so normal.
yeah, so I had to order the custom red lenses. So I just got them custom meta glasses going. So I mean the frames look a little bit different. So it looks like kind of like a Temu Judy when I got them on. But it's like similar enough where it's just like not that big of a deal.
Nah, dude, I saw the story and I was like, yeah, he looks normal in those. I'm like, are those meta glasses? That is that's such
Yeah,
a
dude.
Judy thing.
Oh hell yeah! So I just be filming literally everything about my life, dude. It's too. I almost film too much now because you just hit one button and you start filming like immediately.
You're like, you go back and look at the footage. You're like, why did I have to film
I'm
this?
like, yo, why'd I film 3 minutes of me scrolling my phone on like real?
You're like,
But-
oh, this is funny.
But it is sick for like that like off the fly stuff, like shooting like we're shooting Harleys and just filming, getting on and off the boats and stuff. It was wild. I'm gonna do a podcast on that later, but yeah, Alaska was crazy, dude.
Yeah, it looked
Shooting
awesome.
those scoters, dude, I just had me thinking of just shooting one with a bow. We're definitely gonna do that at some point.
Yeah, hit me up. Hopefully I could get a deer and then I'll try to, I don't know, I
Damn,
can come
you
do
going
that
after
whenever.
you going after a little whitetail or something?
Yeah, dude, I'm going to try to shoot one bigger than that one.
Damn,
in the middle.
That'd be a hog, dude.
I'll see, dude. There's some good ones around. My cameras have been dead, but rut's just about to start here, so they'll hopefully
True.
more will move into the area. I'm hunting an area that's kind of like nothing really stays there a lot, but it's a really good like pass through and like
True.
deer traffic area.
Do you shoot a deer every year?
No. No, I used to. My dad was a bigger into deer hunting, like bow hunting deer than waterfowl. And then once I turned like 18, I started duck and goose hunting with my buddies a lot
True.
more, and I stopped deer hunting. So I hadn't shot a deer. I shot that one in the middle right there last year.
No,
and
you
then
need to throw a deer in the back of the Max 4 Power Stroke, dude.
bro, can you pop a picture of that up or no?
I should.
Dude, I don't know where the picture even is, but that was greasy. That thing's long gone.
That's sick though. Our deer season ends tomorrow. Yeah, 31st. My buddy just
It
shot
ends?
one last night. Yeah. We only
Dang.
it's Well, where we're at, it's October 14th through the 31st or something, but it's just little blacktails, dude. They're like 120 pounds dressed out. They're tiny, dude.
I've seen those. They're really tiny.
Yeah, they're puny. But my buddy Kyle shot one last night, like a decent one. So that was pretty sick. But other than that, I don't deer hunt at all, like hardly.
Is that like was he like rifle hunting or what?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Yeah, you
crazy.
have
Your rifle
to-
season's already come and gone.
Yeah, rifle season ends tomorrow.
Dang,
what's
it opens
weird out
for
here,
us like
so
in a
on the-
week.
On the I-5 corridor, east of the I-5, you can use a high power rifle, and west of the I-5, the freeway, you can only use bows and muzzle loaders.
Damn.
Yeah, and slugs.
Bows and muskets.
Bows, I think. Yeah, it's hella dirty.
Dude, bro, muzzle loaders are nuts. I love shooting muzzle loaders, dude.
Dude, one more thing before we go. Do you think you'll ever shoot like a limit without missing? Like say the limit's 6 and you think you could go 6 for 6 on a bow hunt, dude?
Not yet. No. But
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one day. It's a goal.
I feel like that'd have to be like the end goal, dude.
We'll come back to this video.
Yeah.
And then like whenever I do that. It's that dude, I think it's definitely possible. I think it's definitely possible, but it just, I mean, you just need so much practice, and then it would all just really the biggest thing would be waiting till you get like those perfect back pedal shots at 10 yards. And like you'd have to wait and take your perfect shots.
Yeah.
So that like if you could get 6 perfect shots, it's definitely doable.
Dang.
But that would be tough.
Dude, I feel like that'd be so hard, dude.
I'm gonna try to get a limit in unlimited shots first.
You're gonna what?
Try to get a limit with unlimited shots first.
Yeah,
like with no shot, just as many as I can get as close to me. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a limit.
You gotta hit the limit first, dude. But the 6 for 6 got to be like the end goal, dude. Like the final boss of the bow hunting, dude.
It's possible, but that would be tough. Damn. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon for me.
We'll see. But thanks for coming on, Luke. And if you want to check out his videos, go to Broken Wing Films on YouTube. He's posting some like crazy badass stuff this year. And yeah, bow hunting, ducks and geese, dude. Absolutely wild. It's been cool to see. So if you want to check him out on Instagram and YouTube, all kinds of videos. So thanks for coming on, dude. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully we can get on a scoter.
Yeah, we're going to get a scoter. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one.